Hey guys! We're gonna be, Mark's like in the bathroom, so in a couple minutes he'll come down and then we're just gonna look at the live chat and answer questions. Woo! You guys, if you start putting the questions in now, then we will answer them when Mark gets back. We'll just go down the chat. So even though he's not here yet, you should type questions. Oh, is the... My name's Jack. I'm another YouTuber that does dropshipping stuff. So, Mark will be here soon, don't worry. I know this is on his channel, so this is weird. The video's all fucked up. Damn. Aww. The video quality's all weird. How do I fix that? Oh, it's because the internet's not strong enough. Ah, fuck. That's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna steal all of Mark's subscribers. His account says glitched right now. For some reason, it's only showing that he has like 5,000, even though he has like almost 7,000 in reality.
Wait, are you live?
Yep. Yeah, you're on YouTube. Shirtless cooking breakfast. I don't know if they can see. Oh, they can kind of see you. It's actually the internet's not handling the stream very well. Oh, so they can see you, but you're moving like stop motion style. I don't speak Spanish, but Mark speaks Spanish. Nelson speaks Spanish. Yeah. You should say hello, Nelson.
Hello.
Bum, 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 bum. People are like, you're not Mark. Which is it? I just started it. It's just like me. Like, who the fuck is this? Who's this white nigga?
So how about this?
Woo! Bum, 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 bum. What's Eddie? E-D-Y? Oh, I don't hear the shower anymore. Mark, there's 18 people waiting for you. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so right now they're like, who the fuck is this? But the internet isn't good enough for this to be like it's choppy.
Yeah, but which internet are you connected to?
Malibu 6.
No, you have to connect to Malibu.
I don't see Malibu.
How can Malibu not show up here?
Now it's just straight up offline.
No, put it offline for a second. Because Malibu is the fiber. Like, we can't do this without connecting to Malibu.
We gotta find how to... It's not showing up on the thing, so there's nothing we can do on the computer to...
No, you could... Why is this in... Did you buy this computer here?
No.
This is not in Spanish. No, it's not in Spanish.
And I connected to the Malibu network with this one, so... At the moment, the stream health's okay.
Okay, they're saying the internet seems fine. Pinche internet. Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can. They should be able to hear us pretty well.
We have a faster connection, so I'm trying to connect to that other connection.
It doesn't seem to matter right now. They're saying everything's good. And there's already some questions.
So what are the
You
questions?
can scroll to the top.
Your computer is too...
To what?
It's too a lot. It's too a lot of things.
I wish there was a... Alright, let's do something here. Okay.
But I can't see the screen. Okay, sweet. This is a first.
Okay. Yeah. We haven't really live streamed much, guys, so I should probably change this, but whatever. Alright.
Oh, this is very delayed, dude.
Yeah, it's usually like up to a minute delayed. Okay, so people saying hello. Someone has a question, but then they didn't ask the question, so... Bum 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 bum.
Okay. FIFA 95. I've started my store recently and I want to get your thoughts on using affiliate programs. What fucking store? What fucking affiliate programs? Jesus Christ.
Affiliate. There's a whole lot to affiliate marketing. It's a very
skip
vague,
that. Like that's not even like next. Are you sure you did not kidnap him and tell him? Oh jeez, I thought that was like a serious
I don't think I'd be able to kidnap Mark. He's a big dude.
I want to move to a Spanish country and live on 10% of my income. Okay, finally. ST122. Yes, DSG does automatically reprice. But it doesn't reorder. Does he have IBS? I don't know what IBS is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what IBS is either.
The Northeast US is a ripoff. Okay. I don't know if I like this live thing. Sales. Okay, what about a load of views and no sales on eBay? All right, so finally, a question I can answer. What do you have to say about it? I know.
What is it? What about loads of views and no sales on eBay dropshipping account? Personally, I don't think views matter in any way whatsoever. Watchers are way more, a much more useful metric because you could post an iPhone, it's going to get buttloads of views because it's an Apple product, but you're not going to be able to sell it. Views do not necessarily correlate.
Okay, so let me on that thing with the views, right? Like I remember like a year, 2, maybe 3 years ago, I was selling this bouncy castle from Target, right? It was not a commercial bouncy castle, but in the title, I put commercial bouncy castle. And the purpose of putting commercial bouncy castle was to get people searching for commercial bouncy castles to see my fucking bouncy castle. But a lot of the times, like if you use keywords in your title that is not correct or not directly connected to the item you're actually fucking selling, you'll get a lot of views and not watchers or sales. Yeah. And a lot of times when we snipe items, we're not changing the title. Yeah. So no one, a lot of times you will like automatically just like upload shit and not check anything. So I know that could be another reason Daniel, I'll just leave it at Daniel.
So it could. What you're saying is a high amount of views without sales could mean that there's something misleading in the listing.
Right, and then eBay is gonna reduce your
Search ranking.
Yeah. Once you get a lot of views, I know over time eBay is gonna reduce your search ranking. So hopefully, Daniel, I answered your question. Great work, guys. Okay, it's the first time, so I'm sorry. Do you guys speak Spanish? Sí, yo hablo español. Cari Ruiz. But Jack doesn't habla español.
No hablo español.
Okay, let's see who else.
You see,
Come on, man. Tell us how to make millions. Win the lottery. Or work your ass off.
Make some rich friends.
You could make millions if you work your face off. If you find one thing and work on the same shit 12 to 16 hours a day for 5 years, chances are, if you did the right thing, you'll make millions. But that's a stupid question. What's for lunch? Pizza. I'm not having any success with Walmart dropshipping items, but all the used crap I buy in trips seem to be hot like hotcakes. Arena, I would not start listing new Walmart items as used.
You can drop ship used items.
No, but what Arena whatever is saying is that like he or she is selling thrift items and those are selling, but the Walmart items are not selling. Like that's maybe your strategy for finding items on the thrift side is better than your strategy for finding fucking Walmart items. Like there's so much involved before you just start selling Walmart items as used.
A lot of people make a living off of buying shit from thrift stores, garage sales, that kind of stuff, and selling it on eBay.
Right, that's a big deal. That's so to just say that you're gonna start selling used items. Anyway, hi guys. So Joe Power is from Puerto Rico.
Hi, Joe Power.
Bienvenido de Nicaragua. Are you guys all living together like MTV Real World? Kinda. Is this your office? Okay, so this is not my office. We have a house on the beach and this is a beach house. Let's do a course in Spanish. So Cari Ruiz. We actually have a friend called Carlos, who's from Costa Rica, and he's doing all our content in Spanish. You know his YouTube channel?
I don't know what it's called.
It's like,
oh wait, no, it's amateur dropshipping guru.
Right,
Yeah.
Cari Ruiz, if you look for amateur dropshipping guru on YouTube, you'll find Carlos. He's from Costa Rica, which is like 40 minutes away, and he'll be here with us in a couple of weeks. But he has everything in Spanish. It's over there.
It's funny because we're responding to questions from like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So there's more, but we don't see them yet.
The internet seems fine. Just continue.
How to get a seller
Certificate. You don't have certificate number. You are not a U.S. citizen. It's in the tripod. How to get a seller certificate? You need some sort of fucking, come on, like you need.
I don't know if they know what. So the question is, Ruchi asked how to get a seller certificate if you don't have a social security number and you are not a U.S. citizen.
I don't know where to start. You need some sort of U.S. entity, whether it's a person or a corporation. Like you need a U.S. entity, so you can't just randomly get.
So you have a friend in the States.
Right.
Does that enable you to?
Yeah, you can. If it's a good friend, you can ask a friend to apply for the stuff necessary to get it. But like, you can't just randomly get.
Because that's the trouble Carlos is having right now, is getting everything set up. But he's lucky because he has a
He is a U.S.
Yeah, so that he just has to go into the States to do it, basically. But if you don't have a social...
So what I'm going to do is, you know what? A lot of you foreign guys are having this problem. I'm going to see if I could set up like some videos on how to set up a U.S. corporation outside of the U.S. All right? And it's all legal, so you could... Let me see, question. I'm in Europe. Can I charge sales tax dropshipping on eBay? Okay, I'm in Europe. Can I charge state taxes drop shipping on eBay?
I mean, you could.
You can do whatever you fucking want, but you shouldn't. So what you need to do, Alexander, is not charge sales tax and try to get a tax exempt certificate from the suppliers. How many items do you have listed in your store? Okay, I have like 600 items listed. I don't prune daily. I prune like every 2 weeks or so. That's for Grr. Alright, let's see. So sorry, I am such an idiot. So Grr asked, how many items do you have in your store? And do you prune items daily? I only have 600, a little under 600 items, and I prune every 2 weeks.
I have about 70,000 items. And I prune, but the stuff I do is very different. So those questions are more geared toward like an optimization style store. But it's important to list regularly. Like it's better, say that you're going to post 100 items in a month. It's better to post those items throughout the month, like, you know, like 25 items a week, instead of posting all of them and then not posting any. Like having regular posting brings, because I think what happens, you can correct me if I'm wrong about this, is that when you have an item that just got posted, it gets shown to like a newly listed feed, right?
Right.
And so then that is kind of a doorway into your other items, right?
Right, and not just that. So when you post items every day, it shows up newly listed for 2 days, and then after 28 days, it showed up as like soon finished or
ending soon.
Ending soon,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it is actually very important that you do post stuff daily if you can. Because of that, you'll get that little boost from the newly listed, and you get that little boost from the ending soon listings on eBay. And even if it is good till cancelled, you still get those boosts. And every 30 days, I don't know if that still happens. That used to happen up until like 6 months ago. But yeah.
eBay has an Excel sheet with every single product and variation on Walmart.com. That's a fucking big Excel sheet. Holy shit.
Itay, how many fucking items is that?
Walmart sells at least 4 million items, but I know it's actually more than that.
What the fuck?
I've personally scraped like 300,000 of them.
Where do you get capital to operate while money is on hold? That's Ryan. So Ryan, you don't need, let me do the math, right? Let's say, so Ryan wants to know where do you get the capital. So let's say you're in PayPal jail, and we have to do a PayPal jail video too.
Yeah.
Let's say you're in PayPal jail, and you're selling $10,000 a month. You're making $1,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
That's just so you're selling $10,000 a month. That is about $300 a day, right? 300. Yeah. So PayPal holds your money until you upload the tracking number. It takes 24 to 72 hours for them to
I think it's a certain amount of business days after the tracking number shows delivery. So, or 7 if you can just market a ship. There's ways to get around it.
So if you upload the tracking number and you call PayPal and say, hey, the item is shipped, they can see the ship, they will release the money. If you call them, right? And while you're in PayPal jail, you want to put in that extra work. So if it is $300 a day that you're selling, and from the time you sell it to the time it gets released, if you are diligent to call PayPal, it's about 5 days, you would need like $1,500. You don't need the whole month of money. You see what I'm saying? And just sell less, save up a couple $100, sell less until you're out of PayPal jail. Like all of there's no like.
It's all cash flow. Like you can have credit or you can use PayPal. Because the thing is, like, even if your money's getting put on hold, as long as you're selling consistently, it only sucks for like the first month. Because after that, you're getting money released from the previous month, and you can use that to fund everything. So once you kind of get through that initial time period, then it's much easier.
And you could play some, actually no, I'm not going to talk about those cash flow games with eBay fees and stuff. I'm not trying to set you all up. But Ryan, hopefully I answered your question. Is there a sweet spot price So, girl, do you think there's a sweet spot price that you sell at?
It completely depends on what you're selling and who you're selling to. There is a sweet spot, but there is no one sweet spot that covers everything. It's completely based on what kind of market you're in, what your competition does,
right,
what your customer wants, all of that stuff.
Right. So I think, from my experience, I could go check my statistics with Shopee Spy. If you don't have Shopee Spy, buy it now. I think our average price item is like $80-something, if I remember correctly. I would say, so there's no sweet spot, right? I have items that sell every day. I have items that sell every week. Items sell every month. The items that generally sell every day are less than $50. The items that generally sell once a week are like $50 to $200, and the items that sell monthly are like the expensive items, over $500, right? That does not mean that just because those are the prices, all item. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of other like things to put into consideration, but it is important to get a mix of like cheap and expensive items, so you'll have daily sales, weekly sales, monthly sales, and you have sales that you make $5, $10, $50. You know what I mean? So because it's nice to, let's say, make 10 sales a day of making $10, and then one sale a week of making $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just my thing.
Yeah, generally cheaper, lower amount sales, like say 20 to 40, $50, you're less likely to get returns and that kind of thing, because you can you can think of it from the customer's perspective. If it's a $50 item, they're basically getting paid $50 to go through the return process. If it's a $400 item, they're basically getting paid $400 to go through the return process. So you can imagine that in some scenarios, there's more incentive for them to actually do the work, regardless of, whether they actually need to return it or not,
Right. Okay, let's see what else. Do you optimize titles in your listings, Mark? If you watch 2 of my videos, you should know that I don't change fucking titles. You snipe titles from the source, so.
Yeah, but that's because of laziness. Like, optimizing your titles is, you guys don't, DS Genie doesn't need to optimize titles too much, because the people who they get the listings from have kind of already done the optimization.
No, but I don't think so this is a time game, right?
Yeah.
How much time you have for how much good stuff you could get done in that time. I think the game of optimizing listings doesn't work anymore because of the time it would take.
Yeah.
Because
that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, because of eBay drop shipping has been happening for so long. Don't even believe me. If you just go on eBay and search anything, men's mountain bike, fucking acid wash jeans, like search for like a fucking baby crib, right? I will challenge you who think that optimizing is important to see how long it would take to find titles that can be optimized. So let me explain. 3 or 4 years ago, you will find titles on eBay with 5 words in it, right? And there's space for 5 more words or space for 4 more words, or you'll find items that obviously need optimizing. This is where this optimization thing came from. So those of you guys who haven't been dropshipping long enough haven't seen the difference between when optimizing works and now. So now on eBay, it's almost impossible. I would say 1 out of maybe 50 items that are selling, you would find that have a bad title.
Yeah.
You just don't find them anymore.
But so not all the people who are watching this will be, because that's from the perspective of using a product like DS Genie, where the title's already but even when you're manually posting or something, it is worth optimizing, isn't it? Like, say you find your Walmart source item has it's like Barbie food truck.
Okay, right. Well, stop. Right. So this is the other thing. How are you choosing your items to sell? Mm-hmm. If you're choosing your item to sell starting on Walmart, you have to fucking optimize the titles.
Yeah.
But if you start choosing your items starting on Walmart, you don't know if the item is going to sell.
Yeah.
So usually what the optimization strategy is still finding items on eBay. And let's say so how it was before is you'll find an item eBay that sells, right? Mm-hmm. And then you make that title even better, so it would sell more.
Yeah.
That game is gone. Because 99% of the items on eBay that sell have good titles.
Yeah, so they're already fully optimized.
Right.
Yeah,
Like you could go change one thing and hope that it works. But then the other challenge to that is that we don't know which one of those great words in the title makes the item sell.
Yeah.
So it could be like, let me give you an example. Let's say we have like, this is going to be racist as fuck. But let's say we have like a radio controlled car, right? I know you don't even know where this racist is.
RC?
Yeah. So you have a radio control Chrysler 300. Right? But in the title, there is radio controlled Chrysler 300 with blinged out rims.
Bling.
And you see the title like, maybe a lot of person aren't searching for blinged out rims. But you don't know if all the motherfuckers who ever bought this radio controlled Chrysler 300 were from the hood and they like blinged out rims.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is like, even though there's not enough data for you to like properly title a title that's already been optimized by someone else, so to make the decision on optimizing is a bit more difficult now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's not, and I'm sad that I'm talking so much about optimized titles. But wow, we have 49 people watching.
Yeah, it's almost 50.
Alright, so and I didn't share this on Facebook. We'll do it again some other time.
Yeah, I put it in I said in the Facebook group yesterday that we were going to be doing this.
Where's the link? You want to share it on Facebook?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, give me a second. We're just going to share this shit on Facebook.
How do we... I think I'll have a notification saying you're live. Oh, here we go. Boom.
Feel like watching ourselves live. That is weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
So post it. You could post it in your group too. Post it in all the fucking groups.
Sweet.
All right, so let's see how many people hop back on. All right, so we're up to 52.
Nice.
All right, so
maybe it'll get to 100 if we just keep going.
Let's see. What do you do if a buyer does an item not receive case on eBay? Oh, what do you do for a not receive item on eBay?
So as long as you have let's see, what's it? NM3Z Kazi? We're gonna call you Kazi. Asked, what do you do if a item? Okay, what do you do if a buyer opens an item not received case on eBay? So cases, as long as you have a tracking number, then you just add the tracking number and then you win.
Right.
If you don't add the tracking number, then you have to give them a full refund and then you win. If you fail to do either of those two things, then your account can go below standard. You get bad things happen. Always respond to cases.
Those questions make me feel like the person's trying to figure out how to like not ship an item.
Yes,
because that's just like,
I think people just get scared. Like they get an email and they're like, "There's a case. Fuck! It's all over."
Oh fuck! What happened? We went too far down. Where's the question? So ET has 16 million. You saw that, right?
Interesting.
So 5-star Uber Life. Is there, Jack, global shipment care about the weight and box set? Is there a problem with?
Yeah. So Hydrolister has a default weight, and mine is set to 1 pound and some like basic default measurement, like 6 inches by 2 or something.
So the global shipping program has a box.
Yeah, the GSP looks at the UPC code and some other information to determine the actual weight of the item so that they know how much to charge the buyer. In some
And the buyer is the one who
situations-
pays.
The buyer is the one who pays,
Right.
yeah. In some situations, they will look at the weight that you claim your listing is, but that is rare. And like I said, all of my items are 1 pound.
Right. That's funny. Ruik Chi, how do you get Walmart gift cards if you're not a US citizen and you can't afford the Ashini? So the sad thing is, there's nowhere on the internet to buy Walmart gift cards if you're not in the US. And the reason why that is because you're paying with a credit or debit card to get effectively cash.
Yeah.
Because when you spend that gift card, that shit is gone. So there's actually, the one place I know is a Bitcoin marketplace called Paxful. But if you go use Paxful, expect to be ripped off.
Yeah,
like,
it's just part of it.
That's just the name of the game. Like, there's no secret hiding place or no secret forum where you could buy gift cards on the internet if you're outside the US, except for Paxful, and Paxful is full of scammers. That doesn't mean don't use it. That means expect to be ripped off until you figure out how to properly use it.
You just, if you're going to use Paxful, you need to establish some standard operating procedures about what you do when you come across a dud and do the math, whether it's still worth it and all that. Because it's going to happen. You're going to get scammed. It's just part of it.
Okay, freestyle football. Can you actually sell 10K a month with a new account? That you can if eBay allows you to. Like, I don't know what the fuck your account limit is.
Yeah,
But
that has to. So, okay, when you first start off, you have two basic limitations. One is an actual physical thing, and that's how many items can you actually post to eBay, right? Because if you can only post 10 items, it's going to be really hard to find 10 items that sell you 10K a month. The other limitation is that when you start, you don't have a solid understanding of what sells well, about the trends of the year, about seasonality, about the time of the year when things sell. All of that experience is incredibly useful, and that will get you to a point where you can pick 100 listings that are more likely to sell 10K, right? But you need to get to that point where you have the experience to know what's worth selling.
And I don't know if, so another thing is the fact they brought up the new account, I'm guessing you're concerned about maybe limited feedback or anything like that. I mean, once you cross, like me personally, I crossed 20 feedback and I was happy enough to start selling. So I wouldn't really worry about a new account stopping you from selling. I would more focus on getting shit sold and getting eBay to raise your
Basically, any energy you spend should be spent on getting items posted, because
Right.
that's going to be what leads to sales and leads to getting experience. You can theorize all you want, but if you spend an hour a day theorizing about what to post, in a week you could have spent 7 hours getting
fucking
items posted.
And then even if it doesn't sell, you'll know what the fuck not to do.
Yeah.
Right? So, all right. Dennis, so we have the date for the Amazon software set for the 23rd. So Dennis wants to know, when is the Amazon software coming out? We have the date for the Amazon software set for the 23rd, but we may be pushed back by like 2 or 3 days because of some delays that Quasi had.
So what Amazon software?
Oh, sorry.
What is?
So DSGN is currently only for eBay, and
Okay.
we're making a version for Amazon to sell on
Gotcha.
Amazon.
So by Amazon software, he means that it
Allows you to drop
DSGN
ship.
will allow you to drop ship on
On
Amazon as a marketplace.
And
instead
that's
of
why
just eBay.
that's why
Okay.
I need you here, Jack, because you could explain these things. And I don't think about. All right. Thank you for the answer. I'll remove my amounts. I get out of PayPal during the night. Sweet, right? Well, you don't have a lot of time.
Congratulations. Are your friends and family going to pick you up?
Oh my god,
That was bad.
that was a pretty. It took me a while to get that fucking horrible joke. Hey guys, I just started using David's Wood method, but now I snipe items manually and DSGN as well using traditional optimization. It's okay to use both of these methods for one. Okay, it is. So this is the thing, right? A lot of people like to use both. So all right, let me say what he said. He wants to know. He signed up for David Wu's program, and he's sniping like DSGN, and he wants to know if he could use both methods in the same store. Yes, motherfucker, you could use both methods in the same store.
You can use as many methods as you want.
But whichever method you find more effective, I would focus on that method and do nothing else. Now, if you're like Jack and you just want to have fun, then you'll choose your method.
244 is the last number.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're like Jack and what you want to do is have fun and not focus on making money first,
learn, yay!
Then your method will be based on how much fun you want to have. But if your goal is to make as much money as possible, I would compare the two methods and see which one is more financially viable, which one gets you more sales faster, and then only do that fucking method. Whether it is David Wu method, David Wu or whatever his name is, whether it's Jack's method, whether it's my method, whether it's whoever the fuck's method, like just be realistic about what the fuck you're doing and why you're doing it. Anything you want to say about it, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, David Vu's so for those of you who don't know who David Vu is, he's a drop shipper who manually posts items. So he finds items on Home Depot and then, you know, copies the description, copies the title, does all that and makes an eBay listing out of it. And that he did a course about doing this, right? And the way that he gets around the fact that manually posting items is incredibly fucking boring and tedious is by hiring virtual assistants to do it for him. So that's how he scales. He has like a whole team of virtual assistants that are posting items every day. A lot of people think David Vu's method is really out of date at this point.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, it's like 3 years old and he doesn't use any software, like no repricing, any of that as far as I know. And maybe that's different now, but
I don't believe I don't believe it because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's definitely harder. I think he's so big that it doesn't like, you know, he's able to keep going. But when it comes to getting into it,
okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I am just weirded out about that. Okay, I'm planning on buying DHL tomorrow. I want to know, does your software have a monthly sales report feature where you can track your monthly sales? Yes, Bayesian thing 247. It does have, DHL does have a monthly sales report. Arena accessories. I change titles if there are like only 20 views or less in the entire. So if there are 20 views or less in 30 days, I would delete that fucking listing. Because the reason why I would delete the listing, what would you do?
I wouldn't even I haven't looked at the views of one of my items in probably about a year. I look at watchers sometimes, but I don't give a fuck at all about views.
Okay, so I will answer this question. We'll get into that in a second. So if there are only 20 views or less in 30 days, I would delete that listing altogether. The reason why I say that is the whole idea is to get ranked in eBay search quickly. If you don't get ranked in eBay search quickly, that's why you're not getting any views. Now, I personally don't have experience editing fucking titles to try to. When a listing is dead, I just get rid of it. I call it if the listing is fucking dead. I don't believe. I have no evidence showing that you could revive a dead listing. That's just me personally, right? I have situations where I have a live listing that has tons of sales and tons of watchers, and then the item is out of stock and never going to come back. And to save my watchers and traffic, I would sell a similar item with the same title, right? And I have to change it.
Listing.
No, I would use that same. Let's say you have a listing, right? That sold 50 times, and it has 300 watchers.
Okay.
But that item is discontinued. You don't want to lose all that eBay juice.
Yeah. So you'll just change it to the new model.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll change the image. I'll look for an item that I don't have to change the title.
Yeah.
And maybe just update the images and the description. It would lose some eBay juice.
Yeah. No,
but the listing still has
if
watchers.
you have a listing that's already aggregated a bunch of viewership, and then
and it's already ranked and all that stuff.
Yeah. And what he's saying is instead of deleting that listing because it's, you know, discontinued and they have a new one, it's better to replace the information in that listing with the modern one than it is to make a new listing if that original listing is doing well.
Right, but with respect to dead listings, I'm not sure if you could revive it. Sean, okay, so perfect. So Sean Mullern is on, so I don't know Sean personally. I was just in Sean's, we were in DS Domination at the same time. And I know Sean is a pretty solid, very experienced dropshipper. And his comment is, it's a totally waste of time to optimize. Thank you, Sean.
I have something I'll show. One second, I can switch the screen and show you guys something real quick. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna switch this real quick. All right, now we're gonna go to eBay and we're gonna search for Barbie food truck because I've sold this item like 7 times or something, and it literally, that is the title, Barbie food truck. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Some kind of toy. But this is just to show people that you can sell items that have tiny titles. I'm not saying that's ideal.
It
but
definitely is not. And don't, if you try to sell an item with 3 words and it doesn't work, you know why. You sold it more than 5 times. You sold it
12 times.
The fuck? And how much does the item cost? What's your margin
Let's
on
see.
anything?
So I'm selling it for 51. Oop.
You really fucking... So, okay, so when there are people like Jack, I guess there are listings that you could fucking optimize. But it is a waste of time, as Sean said. Sean, if you're still watching, I wish you were here. Although I've never met you in person before.
Bum, 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 bum.
Is that the Barbie food truck?
Yeah.
$30?
Yeah, but with shipping, so
35?
35, yeah. I do that thing
You
where
still make like $10 though.
yeah, most of my items are priced with a minimum $10 markup.
Yeah, but a $10 margin on $50 is great.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
this is
20%.
actually one of my least profitable price ranges.
Yeah, but that's 20%.
Yeah, yeah.
I make $10 on a $100 item.
All right, we'll go back to this thing now. Boop.
Yeah. Look in the closet. Look in the walk-in closet for any other like wires and shit you need. That should be in the closet too. Alright. Where are we at? SEO stuff matters. What are you talking about, Arena?
Oh, that was in response to that. Because I think there's a little bit of confusion when we're not saying that title optimization doesn't matter. Like in the example that we just showed with the Barbie food truck, like...
That's a bad example.
Yeah, well, that is... I'm just showing you that you can sell things, but that is an example where if Mark were sniping that item, he would optimize it, yeah?
To be honest, I wouldn't because I don't change my activity.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Okay,
you
gotcha.
should,
Yeah.
but I just don't.
Yeah. But
Because my evidence is, so this is the thinking. You have an item, it sells, there's profit, there are images. I don't know why the fuck it sells, but I know it sells.
It did.
And it sells consistently, and I want to sell it too. So I really wouldn't. That's just me personally. So waste of time. So let's see.
Oh, we should talk about the API usage. That's kind of useful to people, I guess.
I have to make a video. I actually never made a video on API usage. That's strange. So Felipe is like, hey Mark, I just started with Diashini. Currently, blah, blah. Do you know how long it takes to get ready to use the software? If you just paid for it, you should get the welcome emails and JDL will follow up with you and get it fixed. But that's a Diashini thing. So let's...
And quickly about API calls. So what that is whenever you have an application or like a web service that's interacting with eBay's API, you don't really need to know what API means, but there's a limitation on the number of times that you can communicate with eBay's server. So you can do that 5,000 times in a day. So that limitation is from eBay, not necessarily from DS Genie.
Ryan, someone just commented, "Oh shit, the Old Spice man just walked by in the background." That is my little brother who's visiting. He's not the Old Spice man.
You look like you would use Old Spice or be in an Old Spice commercial.
Now I say more you
the
use
fit
the
athletic tone.
What do you call they spray the fucking the deodorant cologne shit. Some cheap shit. I can't remember the name of that shit. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Yes, Dennis, you should be coming to Dennis, so Matt's supposed to be here in September. If he's coming, you should come. Matt, the Amazon guy.
Gotcha.
Hello from Georgia. What's up, Georgia?
Georgia from Georgia.
That's funny. Hi, I spent around $400 on Facebook. I was testing 15 products. Only got 7 sales. Big loss. I got many view content. Add to cart. Super low sales. What do you think? So, Rio Soy Tanto or whatever your name is. If I were you, right? Like I do very little Shopify stuff. I do sell on Shopify. I'm doing a Shopify case study now for the channel. But if you spend $400 to get 15 sales, I would figure out why you got, 7 sales. Fuck. I would figure out why you got those 7 sales if it's the same product. Like there's so many things you have to test. So you have to figure out why the item sold, what type of ads you ran for your product. If you ran Facebook ads directly to that product or directly to your page or to a landing page. Like there's so much to answer to give you proper information or advice that is kind of not a waste of time, but I cannot give you proper advice on that reel. I need more information. First, you have to be sure what the fuck you're learning is the truth. Is it better to have 10K items and not paying extra on insertion fees? I mean, I can't tell you if it's better or not. It's up to you. Like some people pay for a big sun list a whole lot, and Jack is trying to open a coconut with a knife. It works, but yeah. So some people list a whole lot. Like Jack, I don't. Do you use a mutual account or only use PayPal? I only use PayPal. Jack only uses PayPal. When PayPal and eBay were together, eBay would give preferential rank in the eBay search with PayPal. I don't know if that has changed since they've split, but I know only 2 people that use merchant accounts while dropshipping on eBay.
Oh, this is upside down.
So Fahad, like there's so much. You have to choose a proper theme. You have to choose, when I say landing page, it's just whatever page you're driving the traffic to. If you're driving it to a separate page, if you're driving it to your home page, there's a lot.
Should we talk a bit about what because I don't think everybody knows what we're talking about right now. Because Shopify is...
Right, Shopify is when selling on your own platform. So you're not selling on eBay and Amazon, you're only selling on your own platform. And I'm just trying to answer...
So Shopify is kind of like having you basically make your own website where you're selling items. The thing is, like Mark just said, on eBay, one of the reasons they take 10% is because they give you traffic.
Right.
So that 10% pays for the traffic. Same thing with Amazon. You're getting the traffic from the platform. Yeah. With Shopify, you don't get any traffic. So you have to find ways to bring traffic to your website. So if you have some kind of audience or you are well known, then you can literally make a Shopify website and people will buy shit from you just because you're you. Yeah. But if you don't have that audience,
like I'm going to be famous soon, and then I'll start a Shopify store. No, I just play. But yeah, go ahead, Jack.
No, I finished.
Okay.
It didn't work.
Oh, that's a green coconut. So that nut is like way down there. You're gonna have to keep cutting.
Oh man.
Okay, let me see. Have you guys thought about posting on other sites? Posting to other sites that into eBay. Okay, I'm guessing he's asking if you thought about posting on other sites other than eBay. I personally sell on Amazon also, and you could also post on Bonanza. I have to show you. Ever sold on Bonanza?
No, somebody told me about that though.
The way you're doing it, Bonanza might be interesting to see if it works.
Yeah.
That bulk shit.
How much does it cost, like per listing?
I can't remember.
One thing I have thought about that would be good for bulk is if I can get some kind of app because I have like 70,000 items on eBay. So if I can find things that just copy my eBay listings and then put them onto their platforms.
No, that's what Bonanza has that.
It does?
And we have that in
the
import
it?
But yeah, you can just import it.
Huh.
In my return policy, buyer pays for shipping on Walmart. They charge me for shipping. Why is that? Where is this question? I clicked something and the question disappeared.
Uh-oh. Can you scroll up a bit? Like on that
look
side.
ahead. What to see?
Just so we can see more of the chat. I don't care about seeing that thing. Akko says, in my return policy, it says buyer pays for shipping. But on Walmart, they charged me for shipping. Could you tell me why?
For return shipping?
Okay.
You fucked up?
So your return policy on eBay, Walmart doesn't give a fuck what that says. It has nothing to do with...
with
like,
Walmart.
Like Walmart knows as much about your eBay return policy as they know about the fact that I'm drinking coconut right now. Like they don't pay any attention to it. It's not something in their universe.
Yeah.
Maybe it sounds like there's a typo in there because we might not be understanding.
I still think it's funny that they said the Old Spice man walked by in the back. Saludo from Nicaragua, mi amigo Puerto Riqueño. I think that's correct. Okay, Jack is going crazy with the coconuts. Yes, he is crazy. You got it. Yeah, screw that. I meant to tie an eBay like okay. I've been there, used to run. Okay. Yeah, so DS Unique is not effective when scraping a seller with 20,000 listings. We only scrape his top selling items.
That's one of the interesting things about bulk is you get kind of these odd protections.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
because no one is going to try to scrape a $70,000 listing.
And because it becomes inconvenient for people as well. Like even with eBay themselves, I can get away with stuff just because I have so many listings.
Yeah,
like
because they're not going to check your listing.
Yeah, I curse in my listing description, which is against eBay policy. The thing is, in order for eBay to tell me to take the listing down, they have to individually make a notification for each listing. So I have about 40,000 listings with these things. So
yeah, exactly.
it becomes so inconvenient to them that it's not worth the time to even do it in the first place. Whereas if it was like a 200 item store, I wouldn't have that protection, right?
Right. All right, so this guy... ST121 from Manchester. There are other software like Pricematic, Priceyak, Oberlo, which have automated function price. How is DSU different to them? Jesus Christ. Like, okay. I'm just going to explain this quickly, right? I dropship on eBay. I have dropshipped on eBay for more than 5 years. We built DSU to automate the process that I figured out how to successfully dropship consistently on eBay. Oberlo has nothing to do with eBay. Priceyak is an automatic price changer and it has some automated orders, which is fine. Pricematic, I've never used it. Right?
Oberlo, what platform does Oberlo use?
Oberlo is something for Shopify that connects Shopify
I didn't know that. I've seen their ad like 100 times.
They emailed me to be an affiliate. So, like, that's a question. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to sell on eBay, Amazon, or Shopify? Like, ST122, I'll have to answer that question. Don't waste your time with Bonanza. Right, so I automated my Bonanza listing, so I don't waste any time. I still make like $7 a month from Amazon, from Bonanza. I fucked up and fell up below selling standard. Yeah, fuck.
Oh, eBay raises your final value fee when you sell below standard? I didn't know that. I've heard about that though.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Carter, if I were you, I'll call eBay and beg, to be honest. To be honest. Alright. Bajan Ting. And that is so... Somebody in the chat is named Bajan Ting 24/7. Bajan Ting, at least you am entertained by your name. How do you process your 15% restocking fee? Do you charge a 15%? Do you charge a restocking fee?
I don't, but that's only because I use Walmart, so I don't have costs associated with returns anyway.
No, I don't either.
But the reality is that the restocking fee only gets applied when the buyer says, hey, when they're returning it and they're saying, hey, this is my fault. Vast majority of the time, even if it is the buyer's fault, they're going to claim that something was wrong and you're not going to be able to charge the fee anyway.
Right, but Bajan thing, even if you have it, when they return it and you're given a refund if they agree to take the restocking. So the whole purpose of the restocking fee is to get people to think twice about actually asking to return the item. So if you say, hey, you're going to be hit a 50% restocking fee, and the person says yes, when they give you the tracking number, when the item being returned, when you're refunding their money, you refund it minus the 50% restocking fee. That's all it is.
Is SkuGrid tracking issue fixed in DS Genie?
Yes. So, Dennis, yes, it is. It's been fixed.
Wait, so what? That was just an issue with SkuGrid that SkuGrid fixed, and DS Genie is using SkuGrid, or
yeah,
there was
DS
something?
Genie is using an API, and SkuGrid tracking was fucked for a while.
Yeah, I haven't gotten like any out of stocks in like 3
Recently,
days.
right?
It's fucking weird.
The past few days has been really, really good. What is PFC Wills Export Your Store? Used to get Walmart gift cards through gift card Trini. Now I'm getting canceled. Okay. Used to get Walmart gift cards through gift card Granny. Now I'm getting canceled on all the gift card sites. I called them and they said it was a third-party security system. Any suggestions? First of all, are you located in the US? If not, are you using a VPN? If you are outside of the US, if you use a VPN, that's the reason why they're canceling all your orders. If there's a high risk mark on the credit card you're using, that could also be a reason why they're canceling your orders.
So whenever I go to a gift card website, if I try and buy through the website itself, my orders almost always get canceled. So what I do is I email the customer service of the website and I ask them to hook me up with somebody in their company that can sell bulk gift cards. Because then whenever I do that, they just have my payment information and I email them and I'm like, yo, I want $1,000 worth of Walmart cards. And when I do it that way, where I'm not actually interacting with the website, I'm doing it through email and I have a connection with the person who runs the website, I never have any problems with my orders getting canceled. It's only when I place the orders through the website itself. And what's happening is that there's some reason that the website is marking you as potential fraud, and so then they're canceling your order.
Okay. Can you use can you use other payment gateways on eBay payment where there's no... Yes, you could use other payment gateways, but people aren't going to trust you as much because everyone uses PayPal on eBay. And a lot of people use eBay simply because they have money in PayPal. Mark, your Amazon store has no item for sale. What happened? So someone filed a copyright claim on my Amazon store. We just filed to remove that copyright claim, and once we got an email saying it's been removed, and once Amazon confirms it's removed, it'll go back up. So you'll see my sales again in a couple days. Stan's got fuck! I clicked this thing too much.
This is good. This is a good amount of questions. It's enough that we can just keep scrolling down.
Jesus Christ.
That's good.
Okay.
What's Charlie password?
Insecure.
Okay, so Fahad Reno says, thanks guys, and another question. I can't add new items or products on eBay. It says that you meet maximum of 10 listings, and I only list one item in different options.
Right, so that's what it is. That one item you might have 10 available.
Yeah, that's possible. You could have like
different colors,
a different quantity.
Yeah.
And it's also like there's category limitations. So
no, but he's saying that they said that he got a message saying it went over his max of 10. So chances are he has a 10 quantity.
Yeah.
The fuck? Alright, so just match return. Yes, that's right, Philip.
Yeah, Philip asked to, so he says, so just match the return policy your supplier has, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just copy whoever you're buying stuff from, basically. Hi, Mr. Mark.
Ali, or you can use Facebook. If I have 50, so Elan, if I have 50K items on my store and my STR is quite low, is it better to increase the profit since I'm paying extra on items? That's a personal question. Me personally, I just like to sell shit. Like that's a very personal.
Wait, I don't really understand. Is it better to increase the profit since I'm paying extra on? Oh, so you're asking about your profit, like if this person has theoretically 50,000 listings and a low sell-through rate, so they're wondering if they should increase their margins
anyway, go ahead.
Because they're paying more on insertion fees, I think.
Yes, that's the kind of what.
Yeah, it's a balance. Like
that's a very personal question.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to answer that.
Yeah. All right, Joe. My account is below standard. Need some recommendations, please. Okay, so Joe, depending on how, basically your account being below standard means you need a number of successful sales with no defects. In DSUNI, you could ask the other guys in DSUNI to buy 99-cent stuff from you. Basically, you want to get as many sales to throw off your percentages. So I'll need more detail on how far you are below standard and if you should just give up and get a new eBay account. Because let me give you an example. If your defect rate is like 20% and you only have 100 sales to get it, so let's say you have 100 sales and 20 of them are defective, right? To get that below, what is it, 5% or 3%? Let's say 5%.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the size of your store. Because if you're new, it's a set number where it's like you can't have more than 3 or 4 or whatever it is. So it's very.
I need more data to tell you to give you advice, Joe. So if you could post that would be helpful. Selling copyrighted knockoffs, Facebook ads or Shopify, do or don't. Don't sell copyrighted knockoffs, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. I tried it. I'm telling you from experience. I've sold copyrighted knockoffs of DVD training programs that I bought from China. And actually, you always get fucked. So I'm not telling you not to do it because I'm being good. I'm telling you not to do it because I tried it. And you always get fucked. Whether it is you pay to drive traffic, whether it's your merchant account is going to shut down at some point, whether it's eBay or Amazon are going to be like, fuck off. That's just a bad idea. Theodore said, challenge accepted, Jack. What challenge?
We must have said something, or I said something, and I don't remember what it is. It's in response to something we said.
Okay. Hell yeah, they do. Okay. Hey, Mark. Hold on. What the fuck? We've been doing this for hours, so we need to go soon. Hey Mark, once you find a top selling product by looking through other dropshippers' eBay account, do you copy the item word for word or do you optimize it yourself? Okay, I don't optimize the title. I always steal the title. And I usually will steal just so that all you hippie motherfuckers who have a problem with me being a savage would be bothered. But I take the description directly from the source because they could fuck you up, meaning the other competing dropshippers could fuck you up for stealing their description in the sense that they could report you to eBay and eBay will take down our listing. Mm-hmm. Is there a way to change all your listing from 30 to good to cancel? Sadly, no. You have to list those bitches over.
Yeah.
What is your VPN of choice? I use Hotspot Shield when ordering from Walmart.
I don't actually use a VPN right now.
Well, you just got to Nicaragua 3 days ago.
Yeah, but no, in last month when I was here for 2 weeks, I placed all my orders without a VPN and had zero issues whatsoever.
So, we don't always use it. Some of my guys at the office use a VPN, some don't.
But you actually can, if you guys have ever heard of the web browser Opera, it's the Apple's web browser, or it's on Macs. Or no, that's Safari. No, never mind. It's not Apple's. Opera's different, but Opera is a web browser that has a built-in VPN. And I believe that it's free, whereas a lot of VPNs cost money or are limited. Mm-hmm. So you can use Opera and then just literally go up to the top right and it's a setting built into the web browser, which is pretty useful.
Okay, Rogue, how long will you get away drop shipping with Prime before having problems, even if you use standard shipping only? So I personally only use a Prime account to drop ship for 1 month. So that means every year I need 12 different Prime accounts. You could get away with it for more time. I personally don't like even taking a chance because I don't like stopping what the fuck I'm doing. So if I have a system down that works, I don't push the limits. I like making money. I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to change the Amazon accounts and keep it moving. You never use Amazon as a supplier. What is your Shopify store? Why the fuck? I have a few Shopify stores. What exactly do you want to know? How much does it cost to get an LLC? You can get a corporate. Okay, so the question is, how much is it cost to get an LLC, to get a reseller certificate, and what's the cheapest state for an LLC as non-US citizens? I personally use Florida because I've lived in Florida and I know Florida. And I think a corporation, not an LLC, but like an S Corp, like an Inc., costs like $70 if I remember correctly, like 84 if you get the certificate or whatever bullshit.
The state thing.
Yeah. New Mexico has corporations, I want to say for $50. I've never, Arizona is relatively cheap also. I just like Florida because you can get everything done online.
In the States, this is not, I don't know if this applies
Sorry, and just one other thing. And Florida is done on sunbiz.org. But yeah, go ahead.
In the States, a lot of the people I know who own companies, they form them in Delaware. That's not because of the cost of creating the company, but there's some, if you're paying tax in the States, like income tax, there's some reasons that Delaware results in you paying less income tax.
Well, Florida has no state corporate tax either, so a few
it's
states have
it's
that.
not state.
But Delaware and Wyoming both have good tax rules and privacy, so I know that's why people use those two states a lot. But yeah, what else? About how many items do you go find? So, PF Wills, about how many items do you usually go through before you find an item you can list? That's a weird question. So, I systematically build a seller's list first, meaning I have a list of competing drop shippers, and then I just plummet through their listings. So, sometimes I'll find a drop shipper that I could take 10 listings from really easily. Sometimes I have to go through 5 or 6 different drop shippers before I find one good listing where I can still make profit. So, it all depends. How do you go about doing taxes? Do you have an accountant to handle that for you? PFC Wills, yes, I have a CPA.
I use Intuit Self-Employed, which hooks up to your PayPal account. And so PayPal just exports all of your transactions to Intuit. And then you just go through them, make sure that they're right. And then it's hooked up with TurboTax if you're a U.S. citizen and you pay income tax. So then you can just file your taxes through that, and it automates most of it.
But how do you get the cost of the items from Walmart in there? Is that
because it looks at your PayPal account and any incoming money, any spent money. So if I buy,
you use PayPal to buy the items.
Or I use a PayPal debit card.
Right.
Or gift cards. And if I use gift cards, I purchase the gift cards with the debit card. So either way, it shows up on PayPal.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
We need to do a video only on that for people who are not going to watch this whole fucking video. All right, sweet. The thing is, I had a lot of items and my invoice are getting really high. I actually started to lose money.
That's a bulk problem.
When you listen 70,000 fucking items, you have to worry about that shit.
Oh.
The fuck?
I don't think we're ever going to run out of questions.
No.
Once it gets to an hour and a half, do you want to cut it?
I want to cut it like now.
No?
Like now. I have shit to do.
What about 1 hour and 15 minutes?
All right, so you motherfuckers have 6 more minutes. What is the guy sitting behind you doing?
Nelson's saving the world.
No, so Nelson is one of my employees. We both do DSHini. Say hi, Nelson.
Hi.
Hola.
So we both do DSHini, drop shipping, and we do marketing, like social media marketing for a couple residentials here in Nicaragua. And I'm guessing he is setting up some Facebook ads or editing images or editing a video. Just so you needed to know, girl. Dennis Marc, do you have a corporate account with Walmart to not cancel orders? I am tax exempt and do not have a corporate account yet.
What the fuck is a corporate account?
So the tax exempt account would actually. So I have 2 tax-exempt accounts, and I don't get any cancellations anymore.
I don't get.
And we order
cancellations either.
a lot. Like I know from one of the accounts in July, we ordered like $300,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah,
because
I know Walmart doesn't actually. They don't care about the dollar value. They care about the quantity. I've heard multiple reps have told me that that's the.
What do you mean the quantity?
Like.
No, but like you have situations where you start getting cancellations with like 10 orders a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Walmart reps have told me that they don't look at the dollar value of your orders. What they're looking at is the quantity of orders.
Right, but with 300,000 a month, we order in like maybe 50 items a day or 100 items a day. All right, let me see. ST122. I'm selling on eBay UK. So every time you sell an item, you are logging into Amazon and placing an order. Do you have a system in place? I have guys who order my items for me. So I don't order anything. And Nelson's girlfriend is one of them.
Somebody sold an item 1,200 times worth of shit title. That's funny.
So what is this? Wait, what did I miss? Why should we... No, Carter. We shouldn't be dropshipping via VPN. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, VPN's just for people who are based in a different country, and so you make it look like you're in the United States so that people don't cancel your orders. But if you're not having issues, you don't need to worry about it.
All right. Michael, do you still recommend Therapy? I've seen many bad reviews recently. So Therapy got shut down with their best features, and recently they started back. I haven't used them recently, so I don't know, Michael. I apologize. Theodore, Delaware is the leader in commercial law and has most expedited legal process for business. Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks, Theodore. How do you recommend going through a dropshipper's list if they have thousands of items which sell? I personally just fuck that person and move on. And the reason why is if they have thousands of items that sell more than 4 times a month, chances are they're really good dropshippers, some of the best on eBay, and I don't personally like competing with the best dropshippers on eBay. So if I find someone with 20,000 listings and 5,000 of them are selling 4 times a month, I run far. What?
Good your purrs.
Where?
Nelson, is your girlfriend hot?
Leave Nelson's girlfriend alone. She's cute, but that's none of your business, motherfucker. Alright. Do you have a minimum profit margin when you snipe item, or you don't care as long as it's not 0? I'm a bastard. I want at least $5. Most people want more. Do you have a minimum? Well, you don't snipe.
Yeah, I don't.
But you try to make $10.
I don't like placing an order if I only earn $1 or $2. In my head, I'd rather place one order that earns me $5 to $10 than place 10 orders that earn me $5 to $10.
Okay. SRT 122. You said you have people working for you to buy stuff. Isn't that similar to having a VA? Whereas you said not to have a VA in one of it. Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. When I made the video about VAs, I specifically outlined... Okay, Dennis, maybe you're going soon, so I'll check my email. Alright, so ST122. When I made the video about not using a VA, I specifically outlined when you should and when you shouldn't use a VA. So I didn't say not to use VAs for anything ever.
Your title was... well, like 5 reasons you should never, ever use a VA ever.
Well, it was 5 reasons not to use a VA, right?
Yeah, but they probably just looked at the title and didn't necessarily look at the video, yeah.
So watch your fucking video. Alright? When is the pizza getting here? Nelson, when is the pizza getting here? No, someone in the video asked. But I guess we should go buy pizza. Are they open?
Yeah.
For delivery?
Yeah.
Don't they deliver at 5?
I've delivered that.
Yeah, I'm all open already. So I'll let you all guys know when the pizza's getting here.
Whoa, did we actually get to the bottom?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
At an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We need a tracking number for the pizza.
Oh,
Jesus.
there's one thing I want to say. So Rogue Penguin Scotland said, any tips for finding good drop shippers to snipe, guys? Sometimes I can go 3 hours without any margin on the items that are selling. I want to point out here that you don't, undercutting will result in you getting more sales, but you don't necessarily need to undercut in order to sell the item. When you're seeing that another person is selling an item a whole bunch of times, that's a good indication that there is demand for the item. So you can still post the item and sell it, even if you're selling it for a more expensive price, because you know that there's a market for it. You don't necessarily have to undercut.
I don't agree with Jack with that one. I always undercut. But yeah. Are you guys together? Know that we're not fucking, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody asked that earlier.
I have a girlfriend. Peace out. Love the material. Have a good one, guys. It's been an hour and 15 minutes.
Bye.
I have other shit to do later. How do you stop? Anyway, you have fun. Oh, you want to leave this? Actually, you should stop it, post it, and then leave the live stream open.
Yeah. All right, guys. So.
How about the pizza?
Oh, I got coconut everywhere. Fuck.
So you're gonna stop the video now?
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop this video so that it gets published as a useful questions and answers. And then I'm just gonna leave the live stream on for like the rest of the day as an experiment. So I probably won't necessarily be responding to things, but I will occasionally look. This is more so we can get experience kind of streaming a whole room, because that's something we want to do at Grind Camp. Yeah, yeah, I got a tattoo of the Grind Camp symbol.
Someone said that?
Well, they said, what is Grind Camp about, that you embedded it into your skin? Basic premise of Grind Camp is surround yourself with people who inspire you and then see what happens. But there's more to it than that. All right, so I'm ending this one and then restarting the stream, and I'll be here, but I got stuff to do on the computer. Sometimes it's just going to be an empty room, all that kind of shit. All right, guys. So we're going to stop this